we should have some system to monitor when he comes and when he goes. I said, is that how you measure whether somebody is doing a job or not? He comes late, goes early. I don't think he's doing a job. I said, is that the way you have to trust people? I mean, have you heard from the customer? Have you heard from anybody? And if you think he is not doing a job, have you told him that you feel so? Have you asked him why he goes early? All those things, I just put my foot down saying that you're not going to micromanage people by seeing when they come and when they go, and based on that judging whether they're doing their work or not. I mean, so whenever there was a request coming from any of them, I told them, if you're not trusting your people, you're going to have a tough time, because then you will make rules and then you will have exceptions. And then there will be politics. Because why this rule was not applied in that case, there is an exception. But why not an exception in my case? So all those things start. So better not have those rules.
So you talked about happy customers. So do you have very unhappy customers, and how did you manage?
Yeah, so good question. Every customer of Synerzip, right from day one, as we have ensured that we have referenceable customers. So Hemant, thanks to Hemant, that he has a measure that if I bump into this customer on the road and I ask him, or if somebody asks him how Synerzip doing, he should say good things about Synerzip, and that is the way I would measure customer satisfaction. Any day that is not happening, that's a red day for that customer. And we have red days actually counted. So we have customers who have red days counted. There have been many cases where we have been unhappy because we are bending backwards, we are doing all sorts of things to keep somebody's totally unreasonable expectations, totally things that are actually where we are losing money, where we shouldn't be doing that. We actually did all that just to keep that customer happy and talking good things about us and giving good references. Because bad word really spreads really fast, and already there are lots of stories there about offshore development, about horror stories where people do baiting and switching, and all sorts of stories are there. So in that environment, it makes a lot of sense to ensure that there are no unhappy customers.
Like in India, the IT is all about offshore development and services and those kind of things. Do you really think there is any scope for building products? I mean,
as I said earlier, this window of opportunity of offshore development or selling billable hours is limited. It's closing, right? So the real, you would say the real business is when we start building our own products. So it is, instead of exporting iron ore, we should start building cars, right? And we should start making use of this talent that we have to build innovative products. So that's the next thing.
But whether people will accept that in US, because previously people used to say that Indian software products are not acceptable as a brand.
Zomato is, I can give several examples. Zomato just gave, but there are several Indian products that are, after all, who is building Google? Who's building Microsoft?
No, the engineers may be from India, but
yeah, so that's what I mean. This change has to happen. That finally we have to start building something for ourselves instead of building something for others. So I'm saying that it will take time, but we have the capability, definitely.
So a couple of points. So just to give us a sense of how Synerzip has grown and what size it is now, and what has made what Synerzip it is today. But more important question that I have is, many offshore software development companies, whether they do product engineering or remote support or all kinds of services model, try and transition to doing products. It's the next big thing, right? And that's what everybody wants to do. What makes you think that Synerzip will actually be successful in that transition, given that that road is filled with failures? What are you doing to make Synerzip ready for that? Have you got any?
Yeah, so We have first of all not thought of Synerzip doing what you are suggesting. It's what I would be doing, right? I mean, I have not yet thought of Synerzip going to a product business because that's not our business. So our business is still building products for others, and Synerzip doesn't have its own IP. The moment we start building our own IP, it will be a different business. So product and services, these two are totally different businesses, and you have to do one. You cannot do both, right? So if we are doing Synerzip, maybe someday the window of opportunity will close, and we would say that we can't do that anymore, or maybe somebody acquires us and who takes it to the next level, God knows where. But it's something that is going to happen after that. I'm not talking about taking Synerzip in the product direction. I'm talking about us as entrepreneurs doing that.
Okay. Yes, the first part was Synerzip's growth.
Yeah, Synerzip's numbers. So we are still a small company by Indian standards. We are just 400 people. We have, grown at compounded annual growth rate of 20% or so in the last 4 or 5 years, and we are in the what they call the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies in the US for the last 4 consecutive years, so, which is pretty good growth for us. But there are companies which we are number 2300 in 5000, so there are so it's not as spectacular, but yes, I mean, good for us.
Can you talk of some of the products that you built?
Yeah, so we built the Quick Office product for Google, and if you use Google Drive, the engine that runs, so it creates the object model which runs the Google Drive was built by us. So there are quite a few. I mean, could take it offline.
Yeah. So on that note, I think we're absolutely out of time. So really appreciate Vinayak for having spared the time and giving such a great legacy kind of story over here.
Hello everyone. I am Nikhil Joglekar from Mednexa. First of all, a big thank you to Vinayak for sharing with us his wonderful and exciting entrepreneurial journey and valuable insights. His tenacity, perseverance, dedication and determination will definitely inspire aspiring and budding entrepreneurs like me. After listening to Vinayak's story, I am tempted to quote a statement by Sir Winston Churchill. The statement goes like this: success is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Thanks, Vinayak. Also, thank you Vinayak for facilitating this session. A big thanks to Gurmeet Singh for introduction of TiE Pune and welcoming everyone. Last but not the least, I thank you all, the audience who is present in such large numbers, for participating in today's event. Also, sincere thanks to all the charter members, volunteers and TiE Pune team for making this event possible. I would like to conclude this event with yet another saying: life is like a boxing game. Defeat is not declared when you fall down, but it's declared when you refuse to get up. Thank you.